Let's look at the cube root of 1 subtract 2x plus 3 is equal to 8. Now notice there are no restrictions for this one because I have an odd index. You only have to worry about restrictions when the index is even. So there are no restrictions. The second step is to isolate the radical. Now isolating the radical means to get the radical alone. So I need to get rid of the 3. To get rid of a positive 3, I need to add a negative 3 to both sides. So I added a negative 3 to the left. I also added a negative 3 to the right. So I'm left with the cube root of 1 minus 2x is equal to 5. The third step says to cube both sides, or a third step says raise to the power necessary to eliminate the radical. Well, the power necessary to eliminate the cube root is the third power. So I raise both sides to the third power. Now the third power will eliminate the cube root. Now the reason is the cube root is actually exponent 1/3. So if you take the cube root, your exponent is actually 1/3. So then, if you have the 1/3 exponent with a 3, the 1/3 times 3 is 1, therefore you eliminate the radical. So when I cube the cube root of 1 minus 2x, I get 1 minus 2x. When I cube 5, I get 125, because 5 cubed is 5 times 5 times 5, which is 125. Now the fourth step is to solve for x. So we simply solve for x. This is a linear equation. It's linear because the exponent on the x is 1. But to solve a linear equation, I need to get the x by itself, or to isolate the x. So first I need to get rid of the 1. To get rid of a 1, I need a negative 1. So if I add a negative 1 to both sides, I get a negative 2x is equal to 124. Now to get x by itself, I divide by negative 2. And if I divide the left by negative 2, I must multiply the right by negative 2. So I get x is a negative 62. Now this may or may not be the solution. Remember, with these, you must check. So step 5 is to do the check. Now I circled this to indicate that we think it's the solution, but we don't know for sure that it is. So let's go to step 5 and let's check to see if it does work out. We're checking to see if x is indeed negative 62. Well, my original problem was the cube root of 1 minus 2x plus 3 was equal to 8. So I put the cube root of 1 minus 2x on one side, or the cube root of 1 minus 2x plus 3 on the left, and the 8 on the right. I think my answer is negative 62, so I'm going to replace x by negative 62. I do my multiplication before my subtraction, so a negative 2 times a negative 62 is a positive 124. Then I add 1 plus 124 to get 125. Now I take the cube root of 125 to get 5. And finally I add the 5 plus 3 to get 8. Well, I have 8 on both sides, so therefore it checks, and negative 62 is the solution.